Good day, everyone. It is my honor to present to you my research paper, which is entitled Homeroom Guidance Program of Elementary Schools in Batangas. I am Jem M. Hubida, a DEM student at Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Open University System. So I have give you a short review of my introduction. The World Health Organization 2021 highlighted the numerous physical, emotional, and social changes that are vulnerable to children's development. So, according to Martinez et al. 2020, 6 million of the Filipinos suffer from anxiety and depression. So, in response to these challenges, the DepEd Memorandum number 155 series of 2020, known as the Policy Guidelines on the Implementation of the Homeroom Guidance. The policy is aimed to address the concern within the education system, creating a program focused on the learner's holistic development. So in the province of Batangas, actively participated in implementing this program. So utilizing the HGP in Batangas faces several challenges. So these include ensuring continuous professional growth for the advisors, guidance designate, and parents. So the findings of this research will provide valuable information for improving the HGP and influencing a broader educational policies and practices. For my SOP, number 1, what is the respondents' assessment of homeroom guidance program in terms of curriculum? Under this is academic development, personal and social, career, delivery process, supervision, and administrative concern. For the SOP number 2, is there any significant difference in the respondents' assessment of the implementation of homeroom guidance program in Batangas among the type of stakeholder evaluation? And number 3 is, what are the problems encountered by the schools in the implementation of the homeroom guidance? For my methodology, so I use for the descriptive research, I have 197 respondents, which is include guidance designate, the parents, and the teachers. And also in my instrumentation, I have a two-part, which is the first part is assessment of HGP, and another is the problem encountered of HGP. For my data gathering procedure, so I asked a permission from the 3 division of Batangas to gather the data and to tabulate and interpreted my data. So I used the median and the Kruskal-Wallis test. For my results and discussion, SOP number 1, the overall median score for all assessed areas is 4, which is highlighting the program is consistently implemented across the different domains. So this balanced and well-rounded approach indicates a holistic framework for the students' guidance and support, addressing not just the academic, but also the personal, social, and career development. So the consistent median scores across all the areas underscores the program's robustness and integration into the educational system. So ensuring that students receive comprehensive development and support. However, there are factors to achieve the full implementation. So based on the analysis of the results of the data, such as the classroom dynamics, the teacher and the student's relationship, and overall school climate, significantly impact the effectiveness of educational interventions. So addressing these challenges requires the ongoing evaluation and adaptation of the program strategies to ensure that all aspects of the student development are adequately supported. So the availability of the adequate financial resources is essential for meeting the programmatic needs. So by prioritizing the budget allocation, the HDP can effectively address logistical and operational requirements, thereby enhancing its overall effectiveness and sustainability. For my conclusion, stakeholder assess the HGP as implemented, and the program delivery process, supervision, and administrative concerns also have the same rating. In recommendation to fully implement the homeroom guidance program, the school heads may foster a supportive environment that encourages collaboration among the stakeholders and promotes active participation in the HGP. So implement the regular monitoring, so the guidance counselor may enhance collaboration and provide the ongoing professional development. And lastly is the teachers may integrate guidance and counseling principle into the classroom activities. For my SOP number 2, which is the significant difference in the respondents' assessment of HGP among the stakeholder evaluation. So the summary of findings is the Kruskal-Wallis test result show a significant differences in the assessment of the implementation of the homeroom guidance program across the various aspects of academic development and among the stakeholder groups. So the only aspect where there was no significant difference found in pupils developing academic skills to interact with others based on the international standard obtain a p-value of less than 0.05. So this suggests that the perception about the program's effectiveness is very significantly among the stakeholder for most aspects of academic development. For the conclusion, so while the significant difference exists in the perception of academic development, the stakeholders agree on the program's effectiveness in the personal, social, and career development. So additionally, there's uniform assessment in the program's delivery process, supervision, and administrative aspect. Thus, the null hypothesis was rejected. For the recommendation, since the stakeholders agree and there is no significant difference on the program implementation, so the teachers, the parents, and the guidance designate may continue their active participation in school activities. So stay informed about the HGP to provide effective support at home. And for my SOP number 3, which is a problem encountered, so the overall median obtained is 3 with a verbal interpretation of moderately serious problem. So the study highlighted that multifaceted nature of challenges faced in the HGP. So like for example, inadequacy of resources, logistical constraints, and addressing this problem is crucial for enhancing the program's effectiveness and supporting the student's holistic development and well-being. For the conclusion, the problems identified in implementing the HGP is the inadequacy of resources, logistical constraints, and the stakeholder engagement issues. So addressing these problems effectively is vital for enhancing the program effectiveness and supporting the students' holistic development. For the recommendation, to address the problems encountered in the homeroom guidance, the top management may allocate sufficient resources, provide comprehensive training. For the future researchers may conduct a comprehensive studies to explore the long-term impact of HGP, investigate the strategies to address the identified challenges, and conduct qualitative studies focusing on the experience of the teachers and parents in HGP. So these are the action plan for the implementation of HGP in Batangas province that I have made. So the specific objectives is to improve the academic support for the learners. Another is foster personal and social development, promote emotional well-being, implement career guidance, involve parents and community in HGP. And these are my references. So I would like to acknowledge all the persons involved in this study and also to ETICOR for giving me an opportunity to present my research paper. And also I would like to thank for the panelists of this oral presentation. So thank you and God bless you all.